The following episode of the Kingdom of Isolation contains footage from the film being discussed. The footage is used solely for the purposes of education, commentary, and criticism under fair use. Please support the animators by watching this film on Disney Plus or home media where available. This episode also contains spoilers throughout.
Hello my fellow Disney fans and welcome to the Kingdom of Isolation, where in times of trouble, why not celebrate the magic of Disney? And today, we're heading for another trip into the 100-Acre Wood, and I have been looking forward to this one. It's Pooh's Heffalump movie, released theatrically in 2005. Now this hand-drawn tale marked the end of an era for Disney, as it was one of Disney's final 2D theatrical releases before the world turned fully digital and focused more on computer animation. It arrived quietly, nestled between Home on the Range and Shaky Little. Me? I need to wash those words out of my mouth. So, this film, Pooh's Heffalump movie, it nestled in like a bedtime story that no one quite stayed awake for. But beneath the soft colors and honey-coated charm, Pooh's Heffalump movie carries out something bittersweet. It's about fear, about misunderstanding, about the way we teach children to see the others in their world, and how curiosity can bridge even the deepest divides. It may not have broken the box office, but for some, it's a quiet comfort. A small reminder that sometimes the biggest adventures happen in the smallest woods. So pour yourself a pot of something sweet, settle into your thinking spot, and join us as we journey back into the 100-Acre Wood to remember the film that asked, what if the monsters we feared just want to be our friends? Because here in the Kingdom of Isolation, even the Heffalumps deserve to be heard. Now, this was originally slated as a direct-to-video release until it got upgraded to a theatrical release. And this is also the last time Nikita Hopkins would voice Roo, since he went through puberty that same year. And this is also the last theatrically released Winnie the Pooh film to feature John Fiedler as the voice of Piglet before his death 4 months later after his battle with cancer. It was also Ken Sansom's last theatrically released film before his passing in 2012. Alan and Christopher Robin don't appear in this film, except for the latter only making brief appearances during the first portion of the end credits. Now, early on in the film's production, it was originally going to be called the Heffalump movie, and this is the first on-screen depiction of Heffalumps since Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, which was part of the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So the Disney castle is in the clouds, and
deep in the 100-Acre Wood.
Carly Simon? Wow, good to see you again. She wrote 5 new songs for the film, with Joel immediately back on board for the score. We get a stripped-back version of the Winnie the Pooh theme, and I think it's pretty sweet for me.
This is one of my favorite Once Upon a Times, although I'm not quite sure which time it was once upon.
Oh, hey Pooh, great to see you again. Also voiced again by... Does the gag still work even though we established he isn't officially a Disney legend? Ah, screw it, I'm using the gag anyway. He's voiced again by... Disney legend, Jen Cummings! I would say unofficial, but it doesn't have the same ring. And apart from that, I'm not ruining the gag now. I'm not retiring it anytime soon. If he's in a Disney film, I am going to call him Disney Legend. Give him Disney Legend status already, damn it! Less than 2 minutes in, and that's how long it took our favorite silly old bear to mention honey.
But all that changed when the stranger came.
And we hear the Heffalump trumpet, causing Pooh to fall into his honey at the side of his bed. It also causes Piglet, Tigger, Kanga, and Roo to wake up.
It was sort of strange and kind of neat.
So wait, hang on. Nikita Hopkins? I thought Jimmy Bennett took over from for Springtime with Roo. Well, Jimmy does reprise the role in Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie, which will be the next episode, and this year's Halloween special. Everyone heads to Rabbit's house, and you've got Kath Soucie back again as Kanga, John Fiedler as in one of his final roles as Piglet, Ken Sansom back as Rabbit, and this would be his final big screen appearance as Rabbit before he passed away in 2012, as I mentioned earlier. Please don't be as antagonistic as Springtime with Roo, Rabbit. You're already in my bad books for that alone. Tigger thinks he's lost his family portrait, only it's been around his neck the whole time, with a little less poo in the process. Roo spots imprints in the grass.
The sky has finally fallen. Always knew it would.
Oh, hello, Eeyore. Voiced again by Peter Cullen. The imprints turn out to be footprints, leading to them deciphering that a Heffalump is in the 100-acre wood. Song time now, and it's the horribly hazardous Heffalumps. And the music's pretty upbeat for something that's supposed to be dangerous. This is like Adventure is a Wonderful Thing from Pooh's Grand Adventure and the song about the Baxen from 2011's Winnie the Pooh. Heffalump Hollow is where they supposedly live, according to Rabbit, leading to Roo feeling inspired to have a Heffalump expedition.
The first Heffalump expedition in history. Oh, splendid idea. Glad I thought of it.
Excuse me, what did you just say? It was Roo that came up with the idea, and yet you're stealing all the credit. Roo's idea, Roo gets the credit, not you. Rabbit should be apologizing to you for that, because he stole your credit in daylight robbery. And this is why I hate you, Rabbit. This is why I hate you. Tigger is really funny, though, making silly faces behind Rabbit before everyone is tasked with getting equipment to catch the Heffalump. A football, or soccer ball for our friends stateside, a gramophone, an egg timer or hourglass, a grandfather clock, a double bass, a mirror, an umbrella, and a rake. Roo has some rope. Rabbit taking credit again. And again, bears repeating, this is why I hate him. This is why I hate Rabbit.
Brilliant.
And, oh, yeah, can we just leave Rabbit there, please? At least Roo manages to lasso the barrel. Sadly, he has to head home while everyone else prepares for the expedition tomorrow, because apparently the expedition is too dangerous.
It isn't fair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roo, but there will certainly be other adventures you can go on.
Kanga then gives us the next song, which is just so sweet and soothing. Little Mr. Roo. What I love about the songs here is that they're so relaxing, especially when you have someone as loving as Kanga taking care of her son.
Do you want your nighty light?
No thanks. I don't need it anymore.
I wasn't ready for being a big softie for moments like this. He's growing up so fast. The next morning, Roo tries to join the expedition, and you can see just how uneasy the entrance to Heffalump Hollow makes you feel. The expedition is now underway. Roo's rope falls into the river, and he gets it back, only to find, hang on, his food's all gone. Where did his food go? He finds a door and runs into Lumpy, or Heffridge Trumpler Brompet Heffalump the Fourth.
Catch me. I'm Heffalump.
Oh my word, Lumpy, he's so adorable. He's voiced by Carl Stanger, who beat out over 900 kids for the part in this film. And also 5 years old. 5 years old, and he's in a Disney film. Not many kids that age can say that. And Kyle would reprise his role in the Heffalump Halloween movie. Rue and Lumpy already hit it off, and their friendship is just, again, so adorable to see. After Rue captures him. Back with Pooh, Piglet did have a trail of beans to avoid getting lost, before Pooh picks up all the beans, leading them to be lost anyway. Back with Rue and Lumpy. Oh, this is just a whole new level of adorable between these two, especially Lumpy's laugh. Rue then hears the sound he heard earlier, causing Lumpy to follow where it's coming from.
Wait a minute, you can't leave. But my mommy's calling.
Rue convinces Lumpy to go and meet his friends, leading to the name game, which just so happens to be the next song.
Rooty toodly doo. Hey! Rooty toodly doo. Rudy boodly boo. Rooty toodly doo.
That was just so cute. Wow, that's been a hot minute since we used him. Lumpy's mother finds footprints, still trying to find Lumpy without much success. Back with Rabbit and Tigger, who are working together for once?
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Yeah, never thought I'd see that happen in my lifetime.
It's great.
Would you please shut the hell up?
Thanks, Jericho. Your Heffalump call, Rabbit, is leaving Pooh and Piglet unsettled. Nice going, idiots! You also just got captured alongside Tigger.
Congratulations, you're a failure.
I should have used that for the 0 score on the legacy for some of these films I've covered previously. Well, at least I have something to use now. The legacy getting a big fat 0. Congratulations. You're a failure. Rabbit has no right being absolutely livid because you kind of brought this on yourself.
We all know frogs go. Hey.
Oh, poor Lumpy. Not supposed to go into that part of the woods.
Scary things live there. Huh?
Seeing Lumpy's vulnerability here it's such a tender moment, and it really does break your heart when you see it. Rest assured, Lumpy, you're gonna be okay with Rue by your side. Back with Pooh.
The Heffalump is all but in our grasp.
Excuse me.
And of course, Piglet gets used as a sacrificial lamb. Just roll with it. They think a Heffalump is approaching, only for it to be Eeyore. Still carrying all that equipment on his back.
I'm afraid to ask.
And I think it's probably best to keep it that way. Lumpy finds some honey handy, since he normally has a snack around now.
Do you have any rumple doodles? What are those?
What are those? They almost break Pooh's honey pots, so they decide to leave his house.
Uh-oh.
Causing the pots to break because he closes the door anyway. They make it to Rabbit's, where Lumpy snacks on a watermelon. Hey, save some for me! Or we can do that. Garden fight ensues with the fruit and vegetables Rabbit's been growing. Will he be furious with this mess? Yes. Do I care? No. Do I love seeing two kids who are best friends having fun? Absolutely.
We'd better get cleaned up. Hey, wanna play a game?
Easy, Roo. We don't want any jigsaw references here. This leads to effectively the theme of the film, shoulder to shoulder. Beautiful, heartwarming, and comforting. Carly Simon gets some help from, I'm not kidding, the Heffalump Chorus. That is an adorable name for a singing collective. And the Heffalump Chorus consisted of Melissa Avery's 5th grade class at the time at Abe Stark's school in Brooklyn, New York, as well as the music students of Edison Language Academy in Santa Monica, California. And again, to be a kid and being part of a Disney film, how cool is that? This is just one of the most wholesome, heartwarming moments I've ever seen. Rue declares Lumpy isn't captured anymore, and they do some cloud racing. Pooh's team make it back home only to find chaos and destruction. So they start building a set of traps, which includes a life preserver labeled HMS Ashdown. And that's because much of the 100 Acre Wood is modeled on Ashdown Forest, and vice versa. There is now a feature known as the Heffalump trap. This I need to try and find. I need to get to Ashdown Forest, and I need to try and find this Heffalump trap. That would be a fun Kingdom of Isolation episode to do. Just need to locate where Ashdown Forest is. Due to the presence of Lumpy's mother, voiced by Brenda Blethyn, this is the first Winnie the Pooh film to have a female character other than Kanga. Now, Brenda is best known over here in the UK as DCI Vera Stanhope. Rue and Lumpy are so busy having fun, they forget to bring Lumpy back to his mother. Lumpy still doesn't have his call, which it hurts to see, and the beautiful music adds to the emotional weight of the scene.
Lumpster?
Honestly, my heart breaks for this youngster. It bears repeating. I've said it numerous times about other characters in moments like this. I just want to hug him and let him know that he'll be okay. Sometimes in moments like this, you just need your best friend by your side. This next moment of Rue singing to Lumpy, I'm not even ashamed to say, left me an absolute mess. And I'm okay with that. Sometimes you just need to let it all out.
Come on, Lumpy. My mom will make everything okay.
Rue and Lumpy head off to find Kanga, who just so happens to have been caught in one of the traps. And she is worried about Rue, and rightly so. Why wouldn't you be worried about your youngster? Everyone ends up scaring Lumpy, thinking he caught Rue after Rue finds Kanga again. Lumpy runs off into the woods, getting caught in one of the traps.
You said they wouldn't be scary. We promised.
Now, real talk here. Going through this film, writing this script, I needed a moment here to process all of this because I've been there. I've been in Lumpy's position. Trust broken so many times in my case, feeling all alone as a result. This one moment, when I watched it for the first time with my nieces, it really tore me apart. And I'm not even ashamed to admit that. Even my nieces asked if I was okay afterwards. Honestly. Hearts of gold. Hearts of gold, those two. Especially when I get to see them. Which reminds me, I need to try and contact them at some point so that I can go and see them again before I go and see Hans Zimmer. Anyway, I haven't been through this sort of emotional roller coaster since the Inside Out 2 episode, or since I've seen Inside Out 2. And you can see why in the top right of your screens in the Kingdom of Isolation playlist. The music here is just hauntingly beautiful as Rue tries to get Lumpy out of the trap, apologizing for what happened. Everyone captures Lumpy and Rue gets him out of the trap.
Wait, no, stop! You don't understand!
What? Now see here, Rue.
Rabbit, let him finish, please.
Yes, Rabbit, do what you're told for once.
So you gotta uncapture him.
But
But nothing, Rabbit. You're already in my bad books from springtime with Roo. Lumpy falls off a ledge and Roo gets thrown into a pile of logs, leading to Lumpy finding his call at last, and his mother coming in to save the day. We get a stirring orchestral rendition of Shoulder to Shoulder playing as Lumpy's mother arrives. She tosses the logs aside to reach Roo, and thank goodness everyone's okay. It's time for Lumpy to head home, but at least his mother lets him play with Roo for a bit longer.
You know, we never really did capture a Heffalump that day. It was more like Lumpy captured all of us.
He certainly did, Pooh. He certainly did capture all our hearts. Shoulder to Shoulder plays over the end credits, and we even get a small cameo from Christopher Robin as well. As one more song plays over the end credits, In the Name of the 100 Acre Wood. I've already gone through who is in the Heffalump chorus, which I think is just really, really sweet that they actually got acknowledged in the end credits as well. And as a bonus on the movie soundtrack release, With a Few Good Friends is included from Piglet's Big Movie, which I love. And that is honestly one of my personal favorite Winnie the Pooh songs of all time. And this for me is possibly the purest entry in the Winnie the Pooh franchise I've ever experienced. And the scores are certainly going to reflect that. So the story, I'm going to give a 9. The film's pacing is relaxed and perfectly suited for younger audiences, yet it carries emotional depth, encouraging lessons about overcoming fear and prejudice, and its simplicity is its strength. It doesn't rely on action or spectacle, but instead focuses on heartwarming storytelling that feels true to A.A. Milne's original spirit. The characters, gonna give it 10. The characters are as charming and lovable as ever. Pooh's innocent musings and honey-fueled wisdom bring warmth to every scene, while Piglet's cautious nature and Tigger's boundless energy provide familiar humor. Roo takes center stage this time, embodying childlike bravery and empathy as he leads the narrative. The introduction of Lumpy adds new life to the franchise, and Lumpy's friendship with Roo is genuinely touching. Their bond feels natural and heartfelt, and their innocence drives the film's emotional core. And even supporting characters like Rabbit, Eeyore, and Kanga get moments that showcase their personalities, making this one of the most balanced character ensembles in the Pooh series. The visuals, you knew I was giving these an 11. The hand-drawn animation is nothing short of enchanting. The film maintains the classic visual identity of the Winnie the Pooh universe, soft pastel colors, watercolor-like backdrops, and gentle line work that evoke a timeless storybook feel. Each frame feels lovingly crafted, bringing the 100 Acre Wood to life in a way that is both nostalgic and visually rich. From misty forests to cozy homes and open meadows, every environment glows with warmth and whimsy. The expressive animation of Lumpy and Roo's interactions, from laughter to tears, adds emotional nuance, and that the digital animation often struggles to replicate. Simply put, it's a visual love letter to traditional animation. The soundtrack's also getting an 11 here. The soundtrack, composed and performed by Carly Simon, elevates the film's emotional resonance. Songs like Little Mr. Roo and Shoulder to Shoulder beautifully capture the themes of friendship, curiosity, and acceptance. Simon's soothing voice blends perfectly with the film's tone, making the music feel like an organic extension of the story, rather than just background accompaniment. The score's gentle melodies and orchestral arrangements enhance key emotional beats, playful during moments of discovery and tender during scenes of understanding. The soundtrack is one of the film's standout elements, often cited as one of the best in the modern Pooh era, in my eyes. And now, last section, we have the legacy. While Pooh's Heffalump movie didn't achieve the iconic status of the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, for instance, it still holds a beloved place among younger audiences. Critics responded positively as well, with the film earning an 81% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and the site's consensus calling it a charming and delightful walk through the 100-acre woods, a 100-acre wood for younger viewers. Released into and as I mentioned earlier, the same year this came out, we also got Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie, which would release that September, just in time for the Halloween season. This film introduced Lumpy as a lasting addition to the Pooh universe, and while its impact wasn't monumental in the broader landscape of animation, its gentle storytelling, rich visuals, and heartfelt message have ensured its legacy as a comfort film, a reminder that kindness and understanding always overcome fear. Now, that altogether gives us a score of 94%. What an incredible journey that was. As I mentioned, it's the purest Pooh adventure that I've ever experienced, even if it isn't my personal favorite. That honor still goes to Piglet's Big Movie. Even though Piglet's Big Movie is still my personal favorite, that doesn't detract from how beautiful this entry is in the Winnie the Pooh franchise. Pooh's Heffalump movie is a beautifully crafted, emotionally sincere tale that honors the spirit of the 100-acre wood, with outstanding visuals, a heart-melting soundtrack, and a story full of warmth. It remains one of the sweetest and most underrated entries in the Pooh filmography, in my eyes. So, of course, I'm recommending this one, especially for the youngsters in particular. They will love Lumpy, without question. And as for where this fits on the scoreboard, it just squeezes ahead of Simba's Pride into the top 5. I mean, I'm not even kidding when I say this. You've got three Winnie the Pooh films in the top 5. You've got Piglet's Big Movie at the top. You've got the Tigger movie in 3rd. And then you've got Pooh's Heffalump, movie. Absolutely incredible. 3 Winnie the Pooh movies in the top 5. And that is testament to how enduring the adventures of our favorite silly old bear are, and how they're going to continue enduring for generations to come. And that's it for this episode of The Kingdom of Isolation. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up, and if you want to be part of the Kingdom of Isolation yourself, hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, click the bell, turn on notifications so you don't miss when an episode goes live on this channel. I've also got a Passes page in the description as well, where you can see uncut episodes of the Kingdom of Isolation. The next episode is going to be this year's Halloween special,
Pooh's Heffalump Halloween.
But until then, make each moment count, and I'll see you guys next time in the Kingdom of Isolation.